Max, we're dropping it. Hello, and welcome to the video. I am the Cosmic Turtle, and hopefully today I will be able to do a full stream. So as I've mentioned a few times, Virgin has just been terrible in my area. It's not really solved, but seems to be doing okay today. And also Virgin boosted our internet, which will hopefully bridge the gap a little bit between the error and the mistake, or whatever the situation is, and you know what we should be getting anyway. But yeah, so I was going to be doing a blind playthrough for Star Ocean, but when I tried streaming this game a few days ago, I can't remember when it came out, I think it was, well, nearly a week ago now, my internet wouldn't work, and I couldn't get a stream on the go, and basically I just decided to play it. So what we're actually going to do today is we're going to start a new game, and the game lets you pick two characters. So we got this guy, I forgot their names, he's Raymond, and her name begins with an E, but I can't remember, I think it's an E anyway. But basically he's spaceman, sci-fi man, and she's fantasy woman. So if I pick her, I think we'll get a different intro, and if it is, I'm going to do a playthrough with her for the channel, and then obviously he'll be my non-streamed playthrough. So it won't be a blind playthrough. I'm probably going to know a good portion of what's going to happen in the game, but I won't know everything, I don't think. Hopefully there'll be some little differences that only happen when you play as one character over the other. Like I say, the game starts off with Raymond in a spaceship, if you play as Raymond, and obviously what's her face here can't be doing that because she's from a planet which doesn't have space travel. So we're going to go for her. We're going to pick galactic difficulty. I can't remember her name, my great shame, and we are going to go English, and we're going to see how this goes. But it's a fun game so far. I have enjoyed what I've played. Oh, it is different, as expected. With this happening, I'm going to quickly sort out the stream and make sure everything's okay. So I do like the character designs in this game. Wow, look how beautiful that sky is. Yeah, so in terms of the Star Ocean franchise as well. Oh, actually no, before all that nonsense, we'll get into that. If you enjoy this, or if you go on to enjoy this, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Would be greatly appreciated, and would really help the channel out. As of lately, for some reason, my YouTube channel has started growing a lot faster than what it has done in the past. So look, what are we on today? Which are they be down today? Yeah, I'm on 412 subscribers. I've gained like 10 or 11 subscribers in about a week, if not less, which I know for some people that's like laughably small. But not for me. Like, what's my character's name again? Oh, it begins with an L. Laeticia. Right. Oh, the one who begins with E is the other character that is at the beginning with Raymond. Yeah, so this isn't my first Star Ocean game, but I am not like, I haven't played too much of the franchise. I've played The Last Hope on 360. I'm not sure if it came out on other consoles, but I played it on 360 and I absolutely loved it. Really, really great game. So then I ended up buying Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithlessness on the PS4, and I've barely played it. So I wish I streamed that one, because I would have actually done a full playthrough for that. And now we got here the Divine Force, of course, which... So I'm hoping to get a full playthrough of this, because so far it's really good. I have enjoyed what I've done so far. The characters are interesting, the world is beautiful, and like it says on the back, it's a mixture of sci-fi and fantasy, which I'm yet to see much of the sci-fi. Oh, this is cool, you get the opposite side of the cutscene. Pow! Take that, punk! Reminds you of his chakrams. But yeah, so for the moment, this will be the main game I'm going to stream until God of War comes out. And then when God of War comes out, that will be my primary stream game. The plan initially was to try to get as much of this game completed as possible before God of War comes out. But again, it's the 2nd of November now, and I believe this came out on the 28th of October. So like I say, I've lost like 4 streams of this game, which, you know, be like 8 hours of the game lost through stream, but let's be fair, this game is going to be probably 40 hours, 30 hours to complete anyway. Ah, got a phone call. But yeah, so this will be the primary streamed game until God of War comes out. I'll do God of War, then we'll come back to this and flip-flop, like, you know, see how it goes, see what I fancy streaming at any given time. Right. The graphics, not graphics, the stream appears to be okay. It's not getting all jittery and stuff at the moment anyway. Because we got Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core and flipping Callisto Protocol and Marvel's Midnight Suns all in December, which I think what I'm doing for those is I'm going to stream the Callisto Protocol and Final Fantasy, and I'm going to do a first impressions video for Midnight Suns, but then I'm going to just play that one off stream and then do a blind playthrough for Callisto, because I think that'll be a great one, because I'll shit myself on that, because it's a horror game and I've never played it before, so all the jumps will catch me probably. Got fancier outfits as well though. White and either silver or platinum. Could just be steel, to be fair, or some sort of metal. But she is like a princess or a queen or something, so it's probably something fancy. The Veil Empire? No, I'm part of the Galactic Empire! She has really big eyes, hasn't she? Yeah, where I am in the game, we still haven't found Chloe yet, so to give you a sort of a idea of how far in I am, I don't think I'm very. Can it? Go on. I see, I see. The Madoon ruins? What, Madoom? I like how the game doesn't try to explain how we can speak the same language. We're on two different, like we're from two different planets. And they not only speak the same language, but they use the same sort of way of talking. They don't have, you know, it's not like, it's not even as drastic as, say, an Australian person and a Scottish person talking, so their accents clash really badly with each other, and they can't understand the, you know, like the slang and just, like, you know, the unique versions of English that those two places have. Like, they speak identical, like they're both from Japan, or, well, you know, but obviously from America, or both from England, or whatever, you know. Because I'm pretty sure, other than when he mentions things that are technological, they have no issues communicating. Like, I know it just makes it easier. Receive spec. Oh yeah, I pre-ordered the game. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I pre-ordered it, so I get these things. And we're gonna stick to using her as the primary character, unless the game gives me a character later that I really love. Basically, how I tend to work with these games, I just stick with the protagonist. Oh yeah, so you've got your AP by here, got like the little 5 little bars, and then when you do your attacks, even just basic attacks like that, they cost you one of those to use. Anyway, it doesn't worry about switching characters, but you do that with the D-pad and you just go between them all, even when you're not in combat you can do that.
The course.
So I'm going to try and minimize the RPG, like, while they're talking. You can't bring up the screen when they're talking. You know, doing all the level ups, assigning all the stats and all that sort of stuff. Because it takes a while. I'll try to limit that to when I'm not streaming, or maybe just at the very start of a stream I'll quickly do some of that jargon. Because you know me, I like to get as much done as I can in a stream and not waste time with all nonsense.
Stay down.
Yeah, so you're not talking about it. So you got that. I'll just go to these, so all these go out of the way for now. So you got your party by here, you click on your character, you can see here you got your weapons, which also I'll change weapons and stuff regularly. Just assign these for a second. 30 damage to humanoids and demons, yeah, give me that. 30 damage, no we don't need that. Bonus to intelligence, so give me that one. And then we'll swap over to who, this is Chakram Boy. He uses magic, so we'll give him intelligence. Then Raymond can have this one because he'll just gain base attack. Yeah, like I say, because you got your skill tree here, and then you got the passive skills once you've unlocked them, and then you got your combo chains and stuff. So it can take a while to go through a load of this stuff to try to get it. Not even like good, because I'm not at a point where I can say, oh yeah, I've got it good, but kind of where I want it to be in the moment. So that's also kind of why I don't want to waste too much time doing all that stuff in the streams, because I'm not at a point where I'm comfortable where I think I'm making the right decisions and actually, you know, being productive there. Says who? Confound it all, I love it though. Oh, kick his ass. Oh yeah, I did pre-order this game. I got like a poster. It's like an A4 piece of card of some kind. It's not paper because it's semi-laminated. You know, it's got that sort of sheen to it. Oh no! If only we could double jump. Tell you what, I just didn't pay attention the first time I played this game, because it took me like a few minutes to find back, because I wasn't looking at the screen. And you got your field skill, which I think is a bit generous. It's got your attack. A field skill to me would imply that different characters do different things, like an Octopath Traveler. And you got the steel, you got the charm, and all this sort of stuff. Those are what's it? Action skills. I think they're called action skills in that game, though. No, those are field skills. This is just your attack. A corpse? Want to play a zombie game? Oh god. Well-timed dodge. Yeah, when we get a few... Oh, here we are.
Nothing shall see us deterred.
Yeah, when we get a few level ups, it doesn't tell levels on screen though, sadly. But once we got a few level ups, I will then I will then level up, get skill upgrades and stuff, because you know, so you get extra health and extra damage, defense, newer skills. So I can't ignore it, but I'm just going to minimize how often I use it. Like I say, it's a beautiful game. It's a little dark. Let me boost up the brightness for you a little bit. Oh no, that's the field of view. Brightness. Just a little bit. Yeah, I did try playing this game with the maximum field of view. I'll show it for you now. It feels a bit too far out. Oh, I haven't even tried seeing what the closest one is. I bet this is going to be horrible. Oh god. Oh, look at how the camera moves. That's weird. Yeah, I don't like that. I think 60 is the sweet spot. Maybe 61, 62. If that's, like, you know, if you want it to go out just a little smidge more. But for me, I think 60 is... It's a good place. Yeah, this is old Madoon. She just locked onto something. There we go. Well done, team. Proud of you all. I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if you're watching the new. I think I mentioned it once the other day, but if you're not watching the new Bleach, you've got to get on that. Same for Ando. If you've been avoiding Disney because of all the shite they've been bringing out recently, smart thing. But Ando and Tales of the Jedi, genuinely really good, and they are worthy of your time. Although Disney itself isn't, because of all the shit that they've brought out, ruining characters, you know, forcing their shitty, unrefined. It's not even unrefined. It's their unpolished characters is the problem. Like, you know, Reva in and of herself is not a horrible character. She's just not refined. They needed more time to work out her character before bringing her out. Also, the fact that she's literally just Triller from flipping Jedi Fallen Order didn't help. They just copied Triller. Boba Fett or Boba Fett was a very good show, and they just kind of shit all over Boba, making him a bit of a fanny. And also Mando and Grogu just stealing the show from under him at the last second. Like, oh, well, not the last second, but you know, was it like episodes 4 and 5 or 5 and 6 or whatever? I can't remember how many episodes of Boba Fett there were. That's a good combo. X. Oh damn it, messed up. X, X. And then B, but I don't have any AP. X, X. Yeah, so like I say, you can change these attacks completely however you want. Like you can make it so you just do that attack. Oh, I can't do it now, I can't show you. I'll try to do the level ups before we make it to our first boss fight, if I can remember where that is. Come on, team!
I must catch my breath. Nothing shall see us deterred.
Yeah! I think one more level up and I will see if I can do something here, because our girl's getting her ass handed to her a little bit. Was Raymond, to be fair, he's a bit of help for me. Yeah, I know, like, the combat does feel a bit slow, but it does pick up. There's an ability that you get not too far from now, I don't think. Did I level up? 4, yeah, we're all level 4s now. Just quickly do this for... if I do magic I can get health. If I do... we'll get guts. I can't remember what guts did, because I didn't read the thing just now. Then we got health. We got defense. What's this? This is a passive skill. Certain chance of healing some HP when taking damage. Right. How many points we got left? Not enough. Can I buy you? Yeah, I can. Want to make our way over to that, to this one by here. For a second. I'm on this guy now. What's this? Yeah, you can get the healing one. Then we'll give him... I know he's more magic, like I said. I'm not sure if he's more magic, but he does have magic attacks. So I like to give him magic. That's 50. Is there any 25s? No. We got Raymond here. So for Raymond, we'll go up with this one. and then we'll give him this new attack. I will just quickly give him that attack, so oh yeah, you can have it by that. And we'll chuck it by I'm not even sure if the game actually follows these or if it does its own thing. I didn't gain a new attack today. Free. Yeah, there we go. Right. So, what's his name? The Retainer. He will now auto-heal during battles. Ancient coin. Reveal your secrets. So if you press back as well, you can go into stop mode, and then you can use your items.
Here.
There you go. I could use another heal. You can use that in combat as well, but it's not the wisest thing. Yeah, your ass beaten for doing it. To be fair. Huzzah! So I am looking forward to God of War, but all three of the games that I'm most excited for the rest of this year all come out in December. Marvel's Midnight Suns I've been looking forward to all year. The Callisto Protocol I've been looking forward to, but not like very it's not been in the forefront of my mind. It's like, oh yeah, when it comes out I'll get it and it'll be fun, but I'm not really thinking too much about it. But after replaying the Dead Space trilogy again, I genuinely can't wait for that game. It's going to be so good. And I decided, even though it goes against my my playthroughs all being on Xbox, same with the Dead Space remake actually, I'm going to be buying both of them on the PS5, because I want you to have the honour of seeing me shit myself if the game scares me. Because that's the fun part of getting horror games, isn't it? Same with Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. I can't remember what they call it. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Remake, I think is how they've actually called it. But since I got Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS4, I'm going to continue to buy all those on the PlayStation. And when it goes on offer, I'm just going to waste money and buy Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PS5 just to have the PS5 version. Even though I already have the PS5 version as a digital. So now we got Duma. So if you press RB, so target an enemy. Target an enemy, and you can just fly at them. And it makes the combat so much more enjoyable. And you can also do a blind side. There we go. So as you can see, we now have is it an extra one or an extra two? I think it's just an extra one. There we are. So we got an extra one. We got another blind side. So when you're doing this, you just keep blindsiding enemies, and then you get tons of attacks. And they don't go away after this attack. You only lose them, I believe, when you die in combat. Which means getting a game over, essentially. Oh yeah! Take that, bitches. Right. This is the first boss fight. I'm very glad I decided to do the level up a moment ago. This is where the fun begins.
Put down this rat.
Yeah, I do fear that we're going to get our asses handed to us. Some enemies have multiple areas you can target. Depending on the area that you attack, you might deal much more damage than a strike in the body. Yeah, okay. So, what they're telling me, go for the head. Wow, I did not do this in my first playthrough, and fucking hell. That is... Alright, I'll just show you. I was attacking the legs when I did my first playthrough. Look at that. Look at how little damage you do. No, go back to it. Target the man's head.
Low.
Wow, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe how easy that was. Oh, hello, Hastrika. You subscribed for 10 months. Damn, it is flying by. How's it going? And I'm very glad to see you today. I wasn't sure if I would, because my streams have been very all over the place because of Virgin not being very good at the moment. I've been struggling to have internet good enough to stream, or the quality of the stream is horrendous. How have you been? And again, thank you so much for 10 months. That's insane. Thank you so much. Yeah, I phoned Virgin like 4 or 5 times, and I just keep getting an automated message saying that they still haven't fixed the problem in our area. It's a complicated issue, and they don't know how long it's going to be. But we did get a text yesterday or the day before telling us that they've boosted our internet. It was like we got, what have we got? I think it's like fiber optic M100, I think is what it's written down as. But they've boosted us now to fiber optic M125, which, if it's as simple as it sounds, it means our internet is 25% better on top. So, if it is as simple as it sounds, it should help combat the problems of our internet, because we got better speeds. And so far the stream looks good today, so it does seem to be helping. And yeah, I did want to do Castlevania on Halloween actually, but I couldn't get the internet to work. Oh, I'm in the weirdest state right now. Still in considerable pain because of my breakup. It's just not going away. But at the same time I seem to have regained my obsession with music. Well, I can, like, I've never gone through a proper breakup, so I can't relate completely, but I can understand like where the pain comes from and how you would be feeling, but I can't understand, like, obviously me and Evie have gone through like very difficult times, but we've never actually like properly broke up. So, you know, like, I hope things get better for you, like emotionally and like mentally. I hope you're able to move past that, because I can't imagine it's anything other than just horrible. And you know, like, I know we've like never had an actual vocalized conversation, but from the talking and from the conversations that we've had, you seem like a great guy, and you don't deserve to be, you know, like, no, mentally suffering for so long. I'm behind. What's this? I basically do nothing but practice hours on end, which is odd because music oh yeah, is what made me and her, yeah, reminds me, God, I found that, which is odd because music is what reminds me of her the most, but it's cathartic apparently. Yeah, I can understand that, but I just think music, oh, why can't I move? Okay. I know for me, music helps me. If, like, whatever mood I'm in, music will either make my mood better or will amplify the positive moods that I have. Like, you know, if I'm happy, chuck on music, I'm feeling even better. If I feel shit and I chuck on some music, I'll feel less shit, at least, you know. Yeah, like I say, I hope you are feeling, if not 100%, you know, closer to it sooner rather than later. Also, thanks a lot. Those are kind words. Well, and I mean it. Dead end? Oh, geez, yeah, that is a dead end. Fucking gonna be doing some Red Dead Redemption, John Marston stupidity there. Running off a cliff.
How exquisite.
I do need to visit Wales sometimes. I keep saying it would be nice. Like, I'm not the most confident person in real life, so I'm not sure how talkative I'd be if I met you in real life. But if you came down, I would be up for the attempt at least to meet you and say hi and, like, you know, hang out for a bit. Obviously, Evie will be there as well, so you can say hi to Evie. But Evie's even more shy than I am in real life. So as long as you're happy to control and drive the conversation, it'll be fine. Anyway, what is this game? Reminds me of Nier. It's Star Ocean. So imagine Final Fantasy in space. So these are our current characters at the moment. We got Laeticia, Albed, and Raymond. So at the start of the game you get to pick between Raymond and Laeticia. I got 2 playthroughs now, one where I tried streaming on day 1, which it didn't work, and I went for Raymond, and Raymond is a spaceman. So he's like from a planet which is very culturally advanced. The technology is very advanced because they have space travel, and these 2 are from this planet, which is not very culturally advanced, and they do not have space travel. So these people on this planet is supposed to represent the fantasy element of this game, and Raymond and this Duma device represents the sci-fi. Like I say, I haven't gotten too far in the game overall, so I don't know how far it leans into... Oh, I fell to my... That was good. I'm not sure how far this game leans into sci-fi or fantasy, you know, compared to the other. Oh. I'm not sure if it's a 50-50 split or, you know, if it's like 90% fantasy, but then you got this little bit of sci-fi here and there with Spaceman Raymond.
Chance of survival dropping. Insufficient output.
I can see why you think, like, where the connection with Nier, because where we are now, it's like very much a run-down area. We're in the ruins of some place. Combat-wise, it kind of makes me feel a little bit like Final Fantasy 15. You have the real-time combat, but you have a lot more control over your combat. So it's kind of like Final Fantasy 12, kind of. But it's hard to explain because obviously that got the card system is called in that one, where you can tell the AI what to do and all that stuff. It's kind of like that, but just for the player, I believe. Because I'll quickly show you now after they finish talking. Looks like your typical modern Asian RPG. Yeah, more or less. But it's like the 5th game or 6th game in the series, I believe. Like if we go to a character here, so you got your skill tree. Not the biggest of skill trees, but fairly nice sized skill tree. Then you can, like, you got your combo chains, so when you unlock new attacks you can put your combos in whatever, like, you know, you can create your own combos. And then you got the free standard, like standalone attacks when you hold the button down, and then you can create free combos. But I don't think the AI follows the combos that you create. I think these are just for the player. Stream quality's fine, by the way. Sound is quite loud. Oh, okay. Let's lower it in game first. And thank you. Been worrying about that. Where are we? Oh yeah, sound. We'll just drop it all to 90 and see if that helps. 90. So we'll keep the character. We'll put character voice on 95 so we can hear them a little bit better. If that doesn't help too much, I can drop it a bit more, and then if that still doesn't help, I'll just drop it in Twitch. Oh yeah, so it's just telling us about the AP increases, which is when you do RB, you can blindside enemies, and if you do that, you gain more AP, which lets you attack more. I guess action points. When you're in combat, you're pretty much getting drowned out. Even still? So we'll I'll just drop it to like 80%. Maybe, no, 75. We'll drop it by a quarter. And then we'll put you on 85. Again, if this doesn't help, then I will just drop it by 10% in Twitch. Ooh. Surprise attacks.
Threat detected ahead.
How is that not a surprise attack?
Assault.
It's a nice looking game though. At least I think it is. This guy kind of looks very generic. I really like this character's design with a funky outfit, and this guy got a cool little outfit and some Jack Sparrow inspired hair. Much better. Brilliant. I was hoping to find the campfire to heal before we left. It was not meant to be though, sadly. Right. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing a full playthrough for this game, but when God of War comes out, on the 9th, I believe, or the 8th, it's one of the two. God of War will be the main game that I do a playthrough for, and then once God of War is completed, because that shouldn't take too long to complete, I'll probably flip-flop between this and finally giving Castlevania a go, and that's going to be the main focus until December the 2nd, when the Callisto Protocol and Marvel's Midnight Suns come out. And I'm going to do a full playthrough for the Callisto Protocol, which is basically a newer version of Dead Space, made by a few of the same people, like the main creative mind behind Dead Space included. And then I'm also going to be doing a playthrough for the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core remake, which also comes out in December. I totally missed that there's a God of... I keep forgetting about it. I haven't even pre-ordered it yet, but I'm going to be getting it as a birthday present off my cousin. So it'll be a late birthday present because it comes out on... what was it? Is it the 8th or the 9th? And my birthday is actually on Friday, on the 4th.
Insufficient output. Threat neutralized. Nothing shall
Yeah, these flyers on standard. Where am I going? Right. It says, haven't played any, but I've seen most of the new ones. Yeah, the newest one, what was it? God of War 2017, I think? It was a very good game. Like, the only problem is, Sony, like PlayStation, seems to be doing kind of what Ubisoft used to do, where all of their games start to merge into the same sort of thing. Like, they all have very similar aspects of all the games. They all have a crafting system. They're all starting to have this tight over-the-shoulder camera, and it's like stuff like that. Like, there's more than that, just off the top of my head. Those are the first ones that come to my mind, because Horizon has a closer camera now, God of War had a close camera, The Last of Us Part 1 and 2 had the close camera. Like, all three of those games have crafting or upgrading equipment in some nature. And it's stuff like that. It's not as extreme, I don't think, as what Ubisoft is doing with, you know, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs. But it's going in that direction. None the wiser. Oh. I really like this. So because we've picked this girl now, a load of the time, I think at least, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we get her perspective on the cutscenes a bit more often, where before we got Raymond's perspective more often. I might be wrong though, I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure in cutscenes like that it would have been Raymond talking on the phone. I'll have to wait until I get a cutscene closer to where I am in the game as Raymond. Because this is part of both cutscenes, because obviously Raymond's not doing anything. He's just chilling there. Sir Antonio. Her costume though, man. I really like the design of her outfit. I'm not too fond of the... I'm not sure what that is, a crown? Yeah. Why do JRPGs always have to go over the top with gear and clothes? What is that hairstyle? Now, I get what you mean, but I quite like the outfit they've given her. She is like a queen or a princess, so she's royalty, which is I guess why she's so over the top. The hairstyle, like the thing on her head, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think it looks a bit silly. So when we get out this cutscene now, I'll try and get a closer look at her hairstyle. It kind of looks like Leia's hairstyle. Like the buns that Princess Leia had, just lower down. And not quite as good as the Carrie Fisher Leia buns. Makes Princess Leia look like a wet rag. Do you think I preferred the Leia hairstyle? This one's like, she looks more regal than Princess Leia's. There we go. No, she's disappearing. Tell you what, I know what we'll do. We'll decrease the field of view a bit. There we go. She got like a plait going across her head from somewhere. I'm not sure where that plait begins. And then she got two more plaits, which are like buns on the side, as well as a few little beads in her hair as well. And a fringe. She got all the hair. Literally, that she must have like the thickest head of hair ever. To be able to do 3 big plaits like that and still have a fringe. It's madness. So I should really change that Moobot thing to say follow me on Twitter. I don't even use Twitter anymore. I'll jump on it now and again just to see what stupid stuff or see what's going on with Star Wars or the NBA. But I don't even post that I'm streaming on anywhere anymore, to be fair. I sometimes post a story on Instagram to say that I've started the stream, but not very often. Should update that. I'll need to remember what my Moobot login is then, though.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Oh, ah! Have that, yeah. Mushroom. I like as well the fact that she has 2 swords. It's pretty badass, her weapons of choice. Rapiers, maybe? It seems like some sort of finesse over, like, strength sword. Okay, I thought I was going to jump to my death again. And then fly! I'm not sure if you've played Kingdom Hearts 3, but the way how you fly with that makes me think of Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh yeah, you collect these as well because you can upgrade Duma, like the abilities that Duma has. So you want to collect as many of these as you can. I'm not entirely sure how important Duma will be going forward. Damn it, I need to... Stuck in a rock. I believe that headdress is a tiara or a diadem. I know what a tiara is. I've heard of a diadem. Off the top of my head I couldn't tell you what it is though, other than maybe what she has on her head, but that's not a good answer. But I recognise that word. It's probably been in a game or a movie or a TV show that I've watched and they mentioned it and I probably wasn't aware of what they were talking about at the time. I'm like that, you see. An idiot. Oh. So I really do like the look of this game. And just... Oh, was that a pop-in of a tree then? Did that tree just appear? Just the scenery, everything, just, you know, just looking around. Oh, Harry Potter! That's what it was. The Lost Diadem. Was it Hufflepuff? One of the houses, it was one of the Horcruxes for Voldemort. It was a diadem. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. Rowena Ravenclaw's Lost Diadem. There we go. That's where I know that word from. And I probably did know it was a tiara of some kind because they show it. I just completely forgot that that was a thing. There we are. Mystery solved.
Warning. Energy levels low.
No, we're fighting now. What the hell's this? Some sort of plant? Yeah.
Insufficient output.
To be fair, it kind of just looks... It's very weird because it wraps around the back of the head as well. It's interesting, regardless of what it's technically called. It is interesting. Lassette. So this game does let you run really quick though. Oh my god, Christmas trees. Look at it, they checked all lights in the trees. Prepping for Christmas early around here. Her voice really doesn't fit her looks. Yeah. Especially in a JRPG, you'd expect her to have a much more feminine sort of high-pitched voice. Much softer. Like... more like Aerith and less like Tifa. She looked something like 14, 10 if you're looking at it. Yeah, the characters' ages, I'm struggling to get a grasp on how old these people are supposed to be. Because there is a character that you meet in a bit who's really short. She's a very petite looking woman. And if I had to guess, I'd say she's like 10 or 12 years old. But her chest would suggest that she's older. So I don't know what age the character is supposed to be.
Are you travelers?
No, we are not. We're here to sleep. Right. So it turns out there's a weird thing with this game. If you choose to sleep and not have food, the cutscene still says, "Oh, what an amazing meal," and it's weird. So we're gonna get ourselves a nice stir fry, because then the cutscene will make sense.
Please, feel free to rest here.
Although I am actually gonna Google it now to see how old these characters actually are. Yeah, he says that even if you don't get a meal. Say it isn't so. What's this called again? Star Ocean. The Divine Force. Let's have a look. This is probably going to spoil which characters are playable in the game, but it's fine. Yeah, the animations in JRPGs aren't always the best, but they have taken a few steps forward recently, which is nice to see. The mouth is moving, but the eyes are dead. Yeah. It's a very accurate assessment, to be fair. Alright, yeah, okay, so she's a princess.
Because I too am looking for someone. Per my intelligence, at one point, he was seen entering the Medune ruins. Therefore, I have a proposition. In return for helping in your search for Chloe, I would like you to assist us in ours.
Hmm. I can't find anything that says how old these characters actually are, because it is a bit weird how young some of them look. Oh, here we go. Is this gonna say?
Perhaps some further information would help. His name is
No.
Midas Belgrade. He was a former Meister.
A former Meister?
Accomplished semiomancers in all of Asarius. It was long in the coming, but I have finally taken steps forward. I trust that you are willing to help me take a few more from them. Strange. What is he doing at this time of night?
Yeah, this cutscene is a bit different. Because in this part, you're actually Raymond, and you go outside to see what's going on with Laeticia. So yeah, like, the fact that the game lets you pick between the two characters does actually change little bits of the story, even if it is just small things like in a different character's perspective. Of something simple like going out for a nightly walk.
Oh, exquisite.
I like that. Like, again, it's not much, but it gives you a reason to want to play the game twice. Oh yeah, you can see the headrest a little bit better. And then it just super blurs it out. Negative Nelly. Oh, that's the point, Hastricker. When the time comes when I stream the Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core remake, will that be one that you'll watch, or are you gonna avoid those streams because that's a game that you like, that you're gonna want to play and not have it essentially spoiled for you? Because I know you didn't want to watch when I did the Yuffie campaign. I can't remember what it was called. Intergrade, like the Intergrade expansion. Yeah, I get what you mean with the dead eyes. They kind of just look like a flat texture. They don't really look like 3D eyes. They don't move. They don't look like they're wet like an eyeball would. It kind of just, they gave it like a reflective white dot, like called it a day. It's not a full-on remake like Final Fantasy. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much, but the original Crisis Core remake was a PSP game, so it would need to be a well, Well, it'll have to be different, because, like I say, you've played the original Crisis Core, and Zack dies at the end, but Zack is in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, so it's going to be different. So he's going to survive the end, or maybe this Crisis Core remaster or remake, whatever it is going to be an alternate history where he still dies. But even so, I'd probably still watch it. I'm not getting a new console anytime soon. That's fair enough. I want to look into it, but I kind of also don't, because I'd like to be surprised if it is like the Final Fantasy VII Remake and very different. I'd like to not know going in, but they wouldn't need to really change much, would they? Because they changed a lot to Final Fantasy VII because they wanted Sephiroth in the game a lot sooner, because people who haven't played or haven't consumed much Final Fantasy VII content just know Cloud and Sephiroth, so they had to force him into the game way sooner than he should have been. But he's quite a big part of Crisis Core. Oh, I wouldn't bet on Zack surviving. The end of Final Fantasy VII Remake was all sorts of mind screwy. Yeah, that is true, but they did show Zack at his last stand, and he didn't fall down. He stood up, like he got his strength back and stood up.
Pardon us.
So I don't know what they're gonna do. It makes sense that he should die, because it's it was a great ending to that game. It was like a very sort of emotional ending. So to rob the game of that, or to rob the player of that sort of emotional moment, as well as probably robbing us of Aerith dying, they can't rob us of both. One of them has to die. And if one of them dies, they both have to die, because they technically love us. So it'd be horrible to kill one and make the other live without their lover. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed the stir fry. Really curious how they'll dig their way out of that one. Oh yeah, same. Like, I don't get why they couldn't just leave it alone. Just keep the story as it was. They didn't need to play about with it and go Kingdom Hearts on Final Fantasy VII Remake. They could have just... Like, I don't mind them expanding and building upon everything like they did in Final Fantasy VII. Like the first part of the remake. I think they expanded way too much though, because it's already announced that it's a 3-part remake.
Had I only trained harder.
And they expanded on the first 5 hours of Final Fantasy VII to be a full, like, 30-hour game. So what are they going to do for part 2? They're just going to, like, rush through it all. And I can't even think off the top of my head of where a good ending point for part 2 would be, because of how little the story progressed in part 1. Oh shit, that's a big mess. That's probably one of my biggest gripes about the remake. Not only having the balls to kill people like Biggs and Wedge like in the original, with all the additional characterization they got, their death would have hit a lot. Well, their deaths would have meant something. In the original Final Fantasy VII, like, oh no, those guys I've been chilling with for a couple hours died. Whereas if they killed them in the remake, that would have hit. Like, they had voices, they had real faces, you got to know them better. You know, you even went, what's her name? I forgot the girl's name. Jessie? Is it? I think it's Jessie, isn't it? You went to, whatever her name is anyway, you went to her house, you met her mum, you met her dad. Like, it would have been a proper emotional gut punch if they killed them. Which they should have. Because what are they going to do after part 1? They should literally be doing nothing. Jessie, oh yeah, cool, I remembered it right. You know, there's nothing for those characters to do other than to shoehorn them in and have Barrett be obsessed with being Avalanche for a lot longer than he was originally. Like, I know he was still obsessed with saving the planet, but he wasn't Avalanche anymore. He was just Barrett. I suppose they could just leave them, and maybe you can go back to Midgar and do side quests and stuff with those characters. But unless Part 2 and Part 3 of the remake are PlayStation 5 exclusive games, I don't see how they'll have the storage space needed to have Midgard in those games. My guess is they're gonna team up with Zack now. Whatever he's going to do, the whole timeline is screwed up. We're in for some parallel universe shite or what have you. Yeah, it's gonna be. To be fair, they could just rectify that by having Rufus or the Turks kill those three early on in Part 2. I don't think they will, but I hope they don't team up with Zack. What the? Who's shooting hearts? What is that?
Here I am.
Like, I can't even think of what I want them to do with Zack if they keep him alive. Make him watch while Aerith gets killed as well? You know, there's nothing for him to do. Because if he's alive, Cloud thinking that he's Zack is gonna make even less sense. And also, who the hell was Zack fighting to protect? Was that like a flashback of him that they showed at the end of the game? Or was that supposed to be like years later, Zack somehow just revived, someone dropped the Phoenix down by him? I think it's one of those things, if you think about it too much, it's not going to help. It's not going to make it any less confusing. Just going to have to wait until Square Enix reveal what they are planning to do with the second part. In the original game, how close to the ending was it when Aerith died? Because it was in like the City of the Ancients, wasn't it? But I can't picture how close to the end of the game that was. Because obviously we don't have to do the Fort Condor like thing or anything, like any of that business, which I believe was all optional anyway. But that's obviously a board game in the DLC, the Yuffie DLC. But then that also means, oh god, no, no! Who the hell's throwing rocks at me? Ah, there it is.
Energy levels low.
At the end of the first CD, and there were 3. So, if Part 2 ended after the City of the Ancients and Aerith dies or doesn't die, they'd have to cram 2 discs worth of game into the third part. Which it wouldn't work. The only way this will work would be if they lied. And yes, it's technically 3 parts, but it's like Final Fantasy Remake Part 1, Final Fantasy Remake Integrate, and then Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 7, and they did an Integrate Part 2, and an Integrate Part 3, is the only way I could see it working properly. Because you got the whole thing with Sid as well, the Sid with the rocket and going to space. That's like a somewhat hefty section. And I wonder if they're even going to include that in the main game, because Sid is an absolute bastard in that part of the game, bullying that woman who fucked up his dream. Like, basically, you know, it's more or less domestic abuse. So I'm not sure if they're going to keep that in the game. They might tone down his aggression towards her in the remake. Or maybe they're just going to skip out that whole section and not have you go to space. Oh, Sid is such a cunt. Yeah, he is. Aerith died quite... I thought she did die quite early. She's gone for most of the game. They'll never do it in the free paths if they keep the attention to detail. I just hope they keep his swearing. Yeah, I hope he keeps his attitudes. But... like, they didn't make him an asshole in Kingdom Hearts, but in Kingdom Hearts, that's after Final Fantasy VII. So he'd already, like, chilled out by the time Kingdom Hearts came about. Well, Kingdom Hearts is a kids game. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is like... well, it's a difficult one to say it's a kids game because those games are so bloody confusing. Like, the visuals are for kids. Like, it's a lot tamer. Story-wise, it's so much more complicated and so much more confusing. Like, no kid is going to manage to get through Kingdom Hearts and understand what the hell they're doing. What we got here? Another stir fry. Oh, get a steak. Or we can get... oh, let's get... I went for the curry last time I played. Let's go for a steak. They didn't... oh, no, that's true. He didn't smoke in Kingdom Hearts, did he? Did he have like a stick in his mouth or something? Still can't believe they got rid of the the Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 3 because they wanted it to, like, you know, they didn't need those characters or something anymore. The originals stood up by themselves at that point. The original Sid just wouldn't fit with that, an abusive chain smoker that cusses like a sailor. It's weird that Sid is my age canonically. I had a similar sort of like weird with my age thing the other day. Me and Evie went to the cinema and we watched the 20th anniversary of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And I was watching it and I was just thinking how weird it was. Because when this movie came out, I was like their age, or maybe a little bit younger than them or something. I was around their age to some, give or take. And now I'm like over double their age, and it was just so weird. I don't know how old Sid is canonically though, so I'm not sure what Final Fantasy character's age I would be.
You'll come to a large hill. The infirmary is just up the slope. Are you feeling all right? If not, I'm certain Dr. Marcus can cure what ails you. Give the doc my regards when you see him.
Though, one character I do hope that they give the integrate treatment is Vincent. Because he's my favourite Final Fantasy VII character. But mainly because of Advent Children, because you got to see him properly. In-game, I'm not the biggest fan of him, because I didn't like his limit breaks, where he just transformed into a monster and started hitting things. But I think it's because it just didn't come across as well on, like, you know, in a PS1 game. If I get to transform into like a flipping Frankenstein monster and beat the shit into people in the remake, I think I'm gonna like it a lot more. He's 32 in the game. Younger than me even. Holy hell. Oh my days, I'll be Sid soon. Still got a couple years, but I'm closer to Sid than I am further away from him. Oh, yeah, we made it. Alright, Marcus.
Pardon us.
So as a cuboid man, he didn't come across as 32, did he? He looked 5, he had no wrinkles whatsoever. Cloud is 21, Tifa is 20, Aerith is 22. Oh my god, I'm older than all of them. Well, except for Sid. Sid is still older than me. What about Vincent? He's got to be closer to 30. At least slightly more realistic than Final Fantasy 8. Oh, are they even younger in Final Fantasy 8? Like 17, 18-year-olds or something. An apprentice what? Iatromancer. Vincent is close to 60, but he's undead. Oh, he actually is undead. I never understood the whole deal with Vincent's character. I could never quite grasp it, because he was only kind of just like a little optional character, wasn't he? Like, he got killed and experimented on when he was 27. Right, I really hope they expand on his character and explain it a lot more, because I think it was probably things that you were supposed to read in the game that I just never read or something, or maybe I didn't read all the dialogue, got lazy. Or maybe not killed, but mortally wounded at least. Well, yeah, you find him in a crypt, don't you? Like, in the basement. And you find him in a coffin even, not a crypt. You find him in a coffin. Let's go, team! Anyway, in Final Fantasy VIII, your gang is mostly 17. Madness. Cypher and Squall definitely don't look 17. You're running around playing a team of child soldiers. It's madness. It's like Spider-Man, I can understand being 16 or 17. He literally has super strength, he can get away with it. Her hair is moving really bizarre because of that hair clip. Those guys have teeth like the Kraken in Pirates of the Caribbean. Which explains a lot about why Squall is such an emotional, stunted bowback. What the hell's a bowback? Yeah, it does explain a lot of a lot of his character's motivations in that game.
Insufficient output.
Get him! They are not taking damage. Right, let's attack this one.
Warning, destroyed.
Come on, team!
Had I only trained harder. Threat eliminated.
Yeah, we win! Anquistis is entirely unsuited to be an instructor because she's 18 with a severe issue herself. Dewbag is apparently Scots for an annoying and worthless person. Oh, fair enough. Like, she's only 18. The only time I've ever seen a teacher that much older than like the students is if they're a teacher in training or like a teacher's aide. You'd never have an actual teacher 1 year older than the students, surely. Yeah. Fine, I'll level up. Good. It just came up from some dark corner of my mind. That's fair. Your hidden knowledge. I don't want that attack. I want one which actually hits something. Yeah, we get that one. Look at that bad boy. And we want this one, the auto healing. What's this? Cures users very useful, but cannot be used on others. Purification. Oh, okay. I can't afford it. Can't afford that. I can afford that. I can afford that. Yeah, let's get some strength in our lives. Well, there you have it. The gardens in Final Fantasy VIII are a mess. When I played the game as a kid, I never realised how messed up the whole setting is. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, full on child... No, who's this now? Yeah, I did so little upgrading for this guy. I gave him 2 upgrades. And you'll be happy with those. Yeah, that one's shit. Is that Fireball? Yeah, it is. Alright, I'll get you just to get Fireball. That's all we can give him. Once again, our man is lagging behind the others, but then again, this is much better, is it? Let's give you health. 2 attacks and 1 health. Because if you're 12, an 18-year-old is basically one of the grown-ups, and grown-ups can do it. Yeah, that's a fair point. Like, when you're younger, you don't really... Your grasp on age isn't very... It's not very accurate. What we got here? So what's this? We do that, which then goes into a blam, and then goes into that. So I think we'll chuck this by here. We'll also chuck it by here. And I'm even gonna chuck it by there, because who's gonna stop me? And we'll give this guy a fireball. What does this do? Generates orb, chakram. They also fire up to 4 projectiles when... Oh, so we'll chuck them there as well. What's this do? We'll give him that, and then we'll give him a fireball after that, because it takes a while to fire the fireball. There we go. We have now prepared for success, so we are not gonna die, according to him. Although I should have probably went back and bought better swords and stuff, because we still have our beginner gear. Oh, we'll be fine. We'll buy weapons next time. Unless we get our asses hand. Oh yeah, I should save. This game isn't the nicest when it comes to saves. If you die and you got to reload the save, it's not the nicest. Oh, it's this bit. I'm gonna go buy new swords. This boss took me 2 or 3 attempts to kill. And not because I was an idiot and didn't hit the boss on the head. Although that may have played a part, to be honest. Because I didn't realise how much like the damage would change. Mine. Oh, I fucked that up. Where's the weapon shop? Right, mate, if we haven't got new weapons, we're gonna die in the abandoned mines, aren't we? So shut up. Thank you for spawning in, Mr. Shopkeeper. Right, so we got that one. It's not much better, but it is better. We cannot afford the last one.
Much appreciated.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
Well, we got 2 new weapons at least. I would have liked to have gotten maybe 1 piece of armor, but it is what it is. Although we should be able to get what you call it, the iron ore from this abandoned mine. So when we finish this area, we'll pop back into that shop and turn in the what you call it, the iron ore, get ourselves a bit of money to buy the final new sword, well, chakram. So what time are we on the stream, by hour and 25. 35 minutes should be more than enough time to finish this boss in this area. Ah, damn, he started talking. Right, shut up and let me save the game again, because I'm not going back to buy the weapons again if I die. So if I remember correctly, if you get killed in a fight, I think your 2 options are redo the fight again or reload a save. You don't like reload to just before triggering the fight, you reload right into the fight. So if your character was not prepared for the battle ahead, unlucky. And I was wrong, maybe your AP resets if you go to sleep. Hiya! I really like that attack, that's cool. X-Men!
Insufficient output.
Oh, blindsiding you, boy. Look at you, letting your guard down.
Warning. Energy levels low.
There we go. To be fair, if we could find the ages for these characters, they're all going to be surprisingly low, I reckon. If I had to guess, I'd say either Raymond or this guy is the oldest. Probably Raymond is a little bit older, but then this guy is maybe a year or 2 older than the girl. And Nina, I reckon, is 8. Although Nina isn't a playable character yet, but she is a playable character. And I've seen one other playable character who's probably like 35 or 50 or something. He'd be like drastically older.
Acceleration. Threat eliminated.
Right. It's going well. Although I am going to change that, because I don't think this works at the end of a combo. I'll just... oh no, they put that one. I'll just keep it to what they had it initially. Well, not exactly on the ceiling, but close enough, I suppose. Ha! Take that, you swine. Go. Some silver. More Lambert silver.
So exquisite.
Let's get loads of silver, apparently. Destroying... yeah. You've already told me about destroying target areas. Yeah, fuck your tail, son. What you can do now? Ain't so tough out your tail, are you?
Warning. Energy levels low. Perimeter secured.
Let's go back right here and grab that.
Neutralized.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
Oh, look at that, I ruined them.
How
Didn't stand a
exquisite.
chance. Like I say, I do hope this game does allow you to travel to other planets. I haven't seen that yet. I'm still on this planet.
I'm coming for you guys.
But I do hope it is something that it lets you do.
Neutralized. How exquisite.
Come on. Ah, iron. There we go. Finally got a bit of iron. The only person who's mourning about getting silver. Give me the lesser ore, damn it. Or the lesser metal. I want iron so I can turn it in.
How
This is no
exquisite.
mine. This is a tomb.
Vision impaired. Unable to perform blindfold.
Or it's a graveyard. I can't remember what he says. I need to watch Lord of the Rings again.
Destroyed.
Yeah. She doesn't dive in on them. I really needed to like jump at them to make that attack work.
Threat neutralized.
Did that not work? Yeah, of course we are. Why wouldn't we be sure? Quiet, phone. No one asked for your opinion.
Destroyed. Warning. Energy levels low. Threat neutralized. Insufficient output. Warning.
So the combat in this game is a bit simplistic, but I do like it. It's quite fast paced and very quickly sort of gets more depth to it as you start getting more and more attacks and you start playing about with the order of your attacks and what combos you want to have. Yeah. Yeah, we can only break the ones which have like the crack. Yeah, so we're gonna do this by here because it takes 2 seconds. Enemies don't respawn, and I don't know if you're allowed to use this if you don't do it at least once. So I'm not risking it. And also, right, this is where the boss is, so I'm gonna save it by here in case we get killed. Alright, let's go. I'll have to go through the targets on the enemy as well. Maybe there is a weak spot that I was just ignoring last time. Now 2 more seconds, I got tea.
We've only to cut
Alright,
ourselves a path.
so look. Lock onto him. What targets do we have here? No, it appears to just have the one spot
Energy
to
levels
target.
low. Threat neutralized.
Oh! Get up!
Insufficient vision impaired. Chance of survival dropping.
Ah! Am I dead? Shit! Fall back! Fall back! Right. Do I have any of the ones that revive? Yes!
Allow me.
Roll away!
Vision impaired. Unable to perform blindfold.
Fall back to the keep! Roll!
Follow my lead.
Fuck. Do I have any more ones that revive? Would appear not. What's this? Alright.
Insufficient output.
One man army it up.
Warning.
Right, get rid of this bastard here, so we haven't got to worry about the little Dickens is.
Chance of survival
Ow.
dropping.
Yeah, we're gonna die. I'm gonna have to try to heal, but I'm almost certain they're gonna hit me before I actually manage to heal. No!
Acceleration.
Ah, you guys suck.
Danger.
Ah, too early. God damn it. We're probably too... Actually, not even probably, we're definitely too low of a level. Because what are we? We're level 10. Yeah, level 38, look at me there. Big boy. Yeah, I haven't played it for 16 hours, so I've been stood around for too many hours on that one. Probably closer to 10 hours of actual gameplay. And I was about level 13 when I killed that boss. And even then, I was under-leveled when I'd done it.
Prep for engagement.
So we'll kill these geezers again.
Neutralized.
Let's have a look at how much time we got. Yeah, it's only 1:36, so we can run through this area, hopefully level up. There we are, that's a level up.
Destroy. Perimeter secure.
And if we're lucky, we'll be able to get 1,800 of... What's the money in this game called? Oh, we got 1,800. We'll go back now, get that guy a new sword. No, we'll save up even more, because hopefully we can buy some armor. And that way we can survive a bit better, as well as kill a bit easier.
How exquisite.
Ah, exquisite. Enigma worms.
Threat neutralized.
Interesting enigma worms, of all things. I've been watching, I've been playing Arkham Knight again on the Xbox. It's on the Game Pass.
Acceleration.
And, you know, the Riddler's last name is Nigma. Edward Nigma, I believe, if I remembered correctly. I'm not the biggest DC fan, but the Arkham games are very good games.
Prepare yourselves for battle.
Flying into a wall.
Insufficient output.
You can actually control yourself in the air. You can like switch directions. Like right there, I did left and right. Which I've never even tried doing that before. Oh, what's this? GMA. Bet no one ever saw that one. I saw through that one. What, did they sense Enigma? Or did you do it just in case?
The enemy is before us.
Really? You're giving me... Oh, I thought that's a different... Right, come on, give us another level up game. And it claims he's the tough enemy. Easy. Too easy, in fact. Looks like chat turned Enigma into some garbled nonsense. Because that's what... Honestly. Just... Censorship is so stupid. Just because a word sounds not even that similar to a bad word, you can't censor the not bad words for having a vague resemblance to a bad word.
Threat detected ahead.
It's like censoring fucking truck and duck and luck because they are vaguely similar to fuck. You know, stupid.
Energy levels low.
If that's what that is, or maybe just Twitch 4. Maybe Twitch 4 you said a different word,
Neutralized.
despite literally being able to read what you put. In Age of Empires 2, they censored dock. Why? Like, I get what the word is very similar to, but then did they censor every word that's OCK?
Vision
Well, they thought people were gonna substitute it for cock.
Insufficient.
Is that the thing?
Destroyed.
It's very similar to the words. They'll probably use it as a substitute. We must erase it.
Threat
They
neutralized.
can't write sock either. In a game where you can build ships. Yeah, that's a fair point. You literally dock your ship at the docks. You kind of need that word. Or do they call it like the shipyard or something? Okay, this is the final encounter of this area again. Oh, we got a level up.
Warning. Energy levels low.
Either Raymond is behind for some reason, or Raymond is ahead for some reason. Hey, who threw a fireball at me? Raymond is behind for some reason.
Insufficient.
He must have been killed in a fight. I didn't notice.
Warning. Energy levels destroyed.
I find it really weird when games like censor swear words and stuff. Like
Insufficient output.
teenagers and kids playing these games aren't swearing way worse than what the games have in them, you know. Let's not pretend. Oh no, this is where the last fight is supposed to be. What level are we now? Bro, why are they just saying the same stuff? Right, we're going to run back into town, get that final weapon, and then we are going to go through the enemies again, because then we'll have a level at least, and then we should be ready for the boss. Oh wow. Right, I forgot what we talked. Was there something that happened in the game? Or did you realise something that I've probably forgot? 3,100. Oh, we can probably buy something.
Exquisite.
Isn't it just? Oh, hey! Ah! I was just sharing an anecdote about Pokemon censoring a certain word, making it impossible to use a certain Pokemon whose name contains that word. Oh! What, it's an actual Pokemon's name? And they censored the whole Pokemon's name? Wow. Now, which Pokemon has a naughty word in it? Naughty word. Such a childish way of wording it. Oh, what? Oh, I need scrap iron, not actual iron. Damn it. Alright. Give me that. Can I buy any armor? Alright, the armor is cheaper, so Raymond can have that one. That's better for you too. Alright. I can buy one suit of armor. The mon's name is Sarcophagus. Oh, that's the sarcophagus one, is it? I haven't played that generation very much. A load of the newer Pokemon I'm not as familiar with, but I think I know that one. If it's the one I think it is. New suit of armor. Sadly, it doesn't change on your body when you equip new armor. Your weapons change, but your armor stays the same. Sadly. So it's awfully jiggly armor, isn't it? Put boob physics on my armor. Let's have a go. Honestly, I feel like my swear words are gonna fail me now. No, let's have a go. What's this? Foolish YouTube notification. Let me find the inn first, and I'll stare at that word. There we go. I have. Hey, I can at least just sleep in the inn. Okay. Oh, shut up and let me sleep. What, like, am I trying to guess the swear word in that Pokemon's name, or the word that you rhymed it with and got in trouble for? Well, not in trouble, but got censored for. Both? Oh, okay. I need to keep walking at the same time. Nothing is coming to mind that would get it blocked when I'm trying to rhyme that word with other things. Like, I can't think of any bad word that would get censored. Oh, Twitch won't let me. Lol, that works. What works? Unless, I don't know, it's a word that they consider bad, but I don't consider it to be a bad word, because I'm not thinking of any swear word that they'd not allow you to type. Says a mod needs to check my message if I put spaces. Ah, right, and Connor isn't about. Well, you could always just put one letter at a time, like literally, like if you was put in type F, send it. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Well, I was trying to rhyme Gus. No wonder I couldn't think of it. I was trying to find a word that rhymed with Gus.
What is it?
I would have been here all day. The effort I have to go to here. I know. Oh. And a company, an American company, mind, the land of free speech, where you can say anything, and it's not against the law. You just gotta deal with the consequences. But you can't say naughty words that some people will find offensive, because that's mean. despite, you know, free speech literally saying that you can. You're just not free from the consequences, you're just free to say it. But apparently not. Right, no, because right, well, we had a bit of a miscommunication then, because I asked if it rhymes with it, and you said both. Because I noticed that was there straight away, but I was trying to think of a word that rhymed with the actual word itself. They had a whole list of words that weren't allowed, even language specific. Wow. Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm not trying to escape. Damn it. What am I doing? Yeah, well, now that you've pointed it out, the word does stand out a lot more than it did for me a moment ago. Oh, I haven't gone this way. Some of them were oddly specific. Yeah, it just feels so weird. Like, they literally pride themselves on freedom of speech in America, and then it's like, oh yeah, but you can't say that naughty word. Not really freedom of speech if you can't say a naughty word, because I don't know, like,
Enemies, dead ahead.
to be fair, it doesn't really matter how many people would be offended by you saying something. Like, if something's offensive, it's offensive regardless, but even still, the whole freedom of speech thing kind of counteracts that.
Dead ahead.
I don't care, it's not a word I would like use in my streams if I was allowed to say it, or... But to be fair, it's a word I can use in my streams, and I have used it many times, because in the UK, fag is a cigarette. And faggot, I'm not sure about England and stuff, but in Wales at least, a faggot is like a giant meatball. It's just something that my mum loves. You get faggots and peas. It's a big meatball thing, peas and gravy. So, if I really wanted to say those words, which I don't see the point, but I could easily get around it just by explaining what they are, where I live. Can't tell me off for saying something that's bad in America, like just how Simpsons got away with saying wanker all the time, because wanker isn't a thing in America, but obviously it's a thing in the UK. So they was able to chuck it in loads of Simpsons scenes because it went over people's heads. But those who understood got a really good laugh out of it. Apparently Jesus sucks was banned. Well, he does suck, doesn't he? Got stuck on a cross, the loser. I'm only joking. As was... Why would gobshite be blocked of all things? That's a weird one. You can look up the list online. I might have to look up the list online, because some of these sound stupid to be like, I get that Jesus sucks is blasphemous, but by that logic, that means you can't say that flippin', you know, any god sucks. Ganesh sucks. Not Kratos, he's not, you know, Ares sucks. Why only Jesus? There are other gods, and you know, they're just as real as Jesus, depending on your religion. Unless you're Christian, and then they're all fake except for your one. But I don't care. Alright, let's try this again. We're 3 levels higher. We got a better weapon on a character and better armor on a character. Right, if I remember correctly, last time I did this, chill a second. Come on, get him in the back. There we go. And now we kill the little knobheads by her, so there's less to worry about. Hiya! That attack does a load of damage if it actually hits. It has like multiple hits on it.
Insufficient output.
Ah no! Fly away! Well done! She got out of there. Alright. Let's quickly heal ourselves.
Acceleration insufficient. Vision impaired. Unable to perform blindfold.
Oh,
To continue combat.
bugger.
Warning. Energy levels.
Oh! Yeah, we've lost Raymond! They're coming out the same spot or somewhere else? Somewhere else! Alright, quickly. Do we have the item back? Yes! Alright, Raymond boy, get up. No.
This may help.
I just realised something. I forgot to give myself the auto healing passive fucking skill. Oh,
Insufficient vision impaired. Unable to
hit him in the
perform
back!
blindfold.
There we are. See, now we're healing as we're fighting. Much easier. Right, now we run away. It would work better if he wasn't about. Oh, good. Alright, we're still alive, we're still alive. Right, you heal yourself, then we swap to Raymond. You heal yourself also. Huh.
Warning. Vision impaired. Unable to perform the chance of survival dropping.
I just healed. Why do you hate me?
Destroyed.
Well done, team, stay out of that. Nothing good will come from it.
Insufficient vision impaired. Unable to perform blindfold. Assault. You're mine.
Damn it.
Danger.
Ah! No! Ugh. Right, he's been knocked down. Risk it for a biscuit! Fall back!
Get stronger.
We win! Victory! And we didn't go over! Oh my god! Brilliant. Truly magnificent.
For that monstrosity, their mother, these eggs would spell the town's doom upon hatching.
Should probably get rid of them ASAP. I want to tell the townspeople too afterwards. Oh, there you are, buddy. Good thing we got to you before the hatchlings could.
Where was he this whole time? Because he clearly wasn't anywhere on the floor in the battle. Yeah, peeps. Was a flesh wound. Good. Yeah, buddy. There's some weird goings on with her head, look, with the shadow under her fringe. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Alrighty then. She didn't need much convincing to cheer up, did she? Who's talking to you? Brilliant. Fast travel. Fast travel is a feature that allows you to instantly return to places you have visited. Alright. Press RT to show a full screen map. Press RT again to display the world map. Right, I never actually read that last time, so I didn't know how to... Oh my god, look at this map. Jeez. So this game is all set on this one planet then? By the looks of it, because surely... I don't know actually, we've only been playing for 2 hours and we've already got like half... quite a few areas in this section done, or unlocked. But then again, that's quite a lot of area here. But the last Star Ocean I played properly had like 5 or 6 planets, I think. So I'm pretty sure this one wouldn't downgrade it to 1. And the most recent one I haven't played very much of, other than this one obviously. But yeah, on this one, again, I'm not really 16 hours in, because I've barely... I've been stood around or running around in circles talking, while just having the clock go up on that. At least I'd say about 3-4 hours. Maybe even longer. But yeah, so we can leave it by there for today. Like I say, I'm going to make this into a playthrough. I'm going to do this as the primary game, but then when God of War comes out, I'm going to swap to God of War. When Callisto Protocol comes out, if I still haven't finished this by then Callisto will be the main focus for my streams, and it's going to go like that basically until this is finished. I don't think I'll still be streaming this by January, so if nothing new has come out by then, it'll probably be Castlevania's turn to be the main focus on my streams by then. Good talking to you. Yeah, it's been great talking to you again. Hopefully my internet is good so I can do more streams this week. Although it's Wednesday, so you won't be here tomorrow anyway, I guess. But hopefully I'll be able to have a chat with you on Friday. And I hope you have a great evening, Hastrika, and I will hopefully stream on a day when you're free to have a chat. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Check out my other videos and my Twitch. Take care and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye now. I did